Why am I 19 putting on shapewear? I feel like I was big. I was very large. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Jada. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. I have not sat down in front of my camera in so long. I am not going to, but I'm going to be consistent with YouTube. It is currently May of 2026. I really haven't spoke to y'all since 2022. I've been posting a little here and there, but not consistently. Where do we leave off? The last thing you guys know is that I got bariatric surgery. Honestly, my memory has blocked out that whole season of my life for some reason. I remember a lot, but I don't know why. The new me just feels like it's who I should have always been. If you're new here, I got bariatric surgery. I got sleeved back in February of 2022. Wow, it's really been 4 years. I'm okay with my progress, but I have underperformed based on where I should be. Everyone's body is different, so it's just my representation of how I see the situation. I believe my highest weight was 324 pounds. My appointment before the day of my surgery, before my liquid diet. And then I was 304 pounds the day of surgery. And today I am sitting here at 209, and the lowest that I've gone to is 198. So if you don't believe it, the weight can come back. It can come back if you're just doing whatever you want. I feel like I should start from the top as to how this whole thing came about. Honestly, I've been plus size since I was a kid. When I was in 3rd grade, I was 125 pounds. And you should be like 79 pounds at that point. So can you imagine? So in high school, I believe I was 220 my entire high school years. And then COVID came. And I don't know what happened. 2019, I was still maintaining my 220. And I think I went up to 230. I got into a relationship and things was just lovely. And I just got comfortable. And fast forward to 2022, I ended up being 324 pounds. A lot of people was like, their experience in the dating world. But I never had to experience that because I was with my partner. And my partner was with me prior to my weight gain, but then he was also with me for the entire duration that I got big. And I'm sorry, I am speaking for, don't mind my words. I'm gonna say I was big. I'm gonna keep it raw, and I'm gonna keep it how I see the situation. So I really hope that no one gets offended. This is like my safe space. I'm really just talking, so I really don't mean anything, but words are just gonna fly out of my mouth. So he was with me before I got big. He was with me for the duration of when I was big. And then he was with me. I stayed with him until I lost the weight. And then things just went left. But we're not here to talk about my relationship. We're here to talk about me. No, in the first year, I lost 80 pounds. And like a year and 4 months, that's when I lost 100 pounds. And I've just been maintaining my weight. I never saw myself as a skinny girl. I never saw myself to be small. I just wanted to be, maybe not a burger away, but she thick. Not thick. I want to be thick, but no, she's just not skinny, but she also not big. I just wanted to be in the middle. My goal weight is my goal weight has always been 180, but I think it should be 175. I do think that's going to be too skinny on me. Preferably, I like the way I am at 200 pounds. I'm comfortable in my body. I like the way I look. If I was to get low, I would probably aim to get no lower than 175. That way, you do gain the weight. Weight does come back as normal. You do start eating as normal. I can comfortably get to 190 and not feel bad. At my weight right now, if I gain weight, I'm back to 220 or 225, 230. I've even gotten to 230 and I had to cut back. But honestly, my friends have always been supportive. My friends never treated me different. Of course, people give you the side eye in public. I'm a nice girl to my knowledge and from the feedback that I've gotten, as well as I'm pretty. I'm kind of cool. I never really got but people always tell me that I carried my weight well. I feel like I was big. I was very large. However, a lot of people did not see me at my largest. You know what I mean? Because it was COVID. We wasn't seeing anybody. So I was always socially accepted. So that really wasn't a thing for me, at least in my eyes. I didn't feel judged by the people that I had around me. Of course, I am Caribbean, so my parents would tell me like, you need to lose some weight, like, you know, like, yeah, get big, like, yeah, get wet. So like things like that. The bullying starts at home if you really think about it. But no, honestly, what made me put my foot down to say I'm gonna lose weight is I was terrified to have to ask for a seatbelt extender. And I think I was going on a flight to DR and I was trying to hook the buckle and I had to and I said, yeah, no, enough is enough. I was so self-conscious the whole trip. I was like, oh my gosh, to the point where sitting too long was uncomfortable. I was getting out of breath by going up one flight of steps. I'm really trying to think because I wouldn't say I've buried it, but I just don't think about that time of my life. And honestly, I had a very pretty friend group. So I was all, you know, we were all pretty. But it's like, I wouldn't say I was the duff, but I was the duff. They're gonna go for the other girls first before they go for me. And I had a man, so I really didn't care. But that's a true thing. The attention just wasn't there. And then if you see my Shein hauls from back then or like clothing hauls, I would always put on a shapewear first. Why am I 19 putting on shapewear? In my eyes, that's something like the aunties do, the moms do. I am wearing shapewear and I haven't even lived my life yet. I don't want to wear a two-piece. I'm wearing one pieces. The only thing that saved me is that I was firm. I didn't have a lot of cellulite. There we go. I didn't have a lot of cellulite. I was actually very firm, so that saved me in my appearance. But it was just no cute clothes. Like when you had to go to Shein Plus or Plus Size Fashion Nova, you didn't have the same options that the normal sized individuals are wearing. Or if my friends wanted to, oh, let's all wear the same outfit, we had to get a matching outfit from like Amazon. Or I don't know, maybe I'm being dramatic, but you just had to shop two different places. And the options, I used to find cute clothes or clothes that has always fit my aesthetic or my choice, but it was hard. I had to lock in and I had to do more work than I should have. It should have been in my face. I had to go searching for it. And honestly, when I would take pictures and I'm hiding, or I wouldn't necessarily hide, but it's like, she done put on some weight. You know what I mean? So all those things in my head, it really just didn't sit right in my spirit. I just knew that that wasn't the life that I wanted to live. And also when I would go to the doctor, I had like a rash on my neck that I got from my seatbelt. I don't know how to explain it. Sliced my neck when I jerked a little bit and it went from a cut to eczema basically when it healed. And I went to the doctor to ask them about it and they're like, oh, you just need to lose some weight. Or all the concerns that I would bring up to the doctor, it was, you need to lose weight. It's because of your weight. Hey, actually, something might be wrong with me. Like everything that my period is because you need to lose weight. No problem. Big, just big. Those are just some examples. I always knew that I wanted to be skinny from when I was a kid. It was different. It was a different motivation for me because I never been skinny. People be skinny and then they gain the weight, then be like, nah, I don't like being big. I just always been big. So I just wanted to experience being skinny or being small or being socially accepted. You know what I mean? I primarily grew up in like all of my cousins was skinny. My household was big. So I need to find a new word. But my mom was overweight. My dad was overweight. And my brother was overweight. So my brother, he went and he got the surgery first and he told me about it. And when he got the surgery, I didn't reach the weight that I was still socially accepted. I was probably like 250. Like, you know, like I wasn't crazy, but I was crazy. So my brother, he went and got it first. He started seeing results. They like, Jada, you should do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I've never really been scared of surgery or anything like that. So I live in Georgia, so I called Emory Midtown and I asked them, hey, do you guys have a bariatric program? And they said yes, and I wanted to know if they accepted my insurance. So honestly, that process was kind of quick. They got me in for an appointment the following week. You go in and it's like a group of people and you speak with a dietitian and they tell you the importance of what you eat and that eating should be 80% of your life, working out should be 20. They ask you, you sit with your, what is it called? You sit with someone that's assigned to your case and they ask you, why do you want surgery? And I'd love to know that I've took Phentermin, I've tried all the weight loss stuff, I've starved myself, I've tried liquid diets, I've tried anything you could think of. I've tried a water diet, I've tried everything, and it still was not enough. So honestly, I want to look into surgery to see, like, I feel like I've exhausted all my options. And he's like, honestly, I feel like you've exhausted all of your options as well. So I'm going to go ahead and approve you for surgery. And he let me know everything that I would have to do. I would have to speak with the dietitian, which the first appointment was that day. That's the only day that I had a group appointment, and they gave out bags of binders and these just things that you could read about to know what to expect. After my dietitian, I had to speak with a psychiatrist. They have to know if you're mentally prepared for surgery. And for some reason, a lot of people, they have to do a sleep apnea test, but I guess I didn't need to do that. After that, I had to do an endoscopy where I'll go under. They put a surgery down into my stomach and they look around to see what they're working with. The surgeon that you pick and you decide to move forward with, they basically go see what they're working with, because now it's like a robot does the surgery. And after that, you're approved for surgery. You got to do blood work and all types of things like that, but then you're approved for surgery. So after your endoscopy appointment, that's when it's like, oh, you could go ahead and pick a surgery date. So I picked my surgery date. It was like 30 days out, and I had to do a liquid diet for a week. But I did my liquid diet twice. So I did my liquid diet. I think my first surgery date was in January, end of January, or in the middle of January, but it was also COVID time. So I did my liquid diet. It's the morning of surgery. My surgery was supposed to be like 1 p.m. They called me at 11 and they said, hey, so we actually don't have a room to put you in. We have to reschedule your surgery. I could have died. I cried. I really just pushed through this liquid diet. That liquid diet is tough. That liquid diet, that's going to make or break you, because that was so hard. You had to do like 3 protein shakes a day and just no solids, just a straight liquid diet for 7 days. And now you're telling me my surgery is canceled? Oh, y'all gotta see me. Y'all gotta see me. But I took it to the chin. I cried about it for probably the next 2 days, or maybe that day and then the following day. And then they called me and they rescheduled my surgery for, I think it was February 2nd. I can't remember. It was 4 years ago. I know that it was the first week of February, and I did my liquid diet. I'm like, oh gosh, like I think they're gonna cancel on me again. But the second time I did the liquid diet, it was easier than the first. And I don't know why. I feel like every surgeon is different. Some people, their liquid diet is 2 weeks. Mine was 1 week. I guess it's based on how you're, and I believe you do a liquid diet to shrink your liver, because your liver is in front of your stomach. That way it's not inflamed. I finally did my surgery, and after surgery, you're on a very strict diet. So like the first 2 days, you may do straight liquids. Then the day 3 through 5, they might want you to do like pureed foods, like baby food, learning how to eat again. And if you take 2 bites, you're like, I feel like I'm about to burst. Like, it's just it's an entire different mindset. I feel like all of the preparation that you go through prior to surgery, it's exactly what they say after, because it's a whole, like, your brain just doesn't understand. You want to share out your plate to be what you would have eaten a week ago, but you can't. You take 2 bites and you're completely full. Like, when I say it was definitely a life-changing experience. I believe like day 7 through 11, you could eat like soft food. So they want you to eat mashed potatoes or lean meat, mostly high protein, low carb, so that you don't lose muscle as much. You're gonna lose weight fast, but they don't want you to lose your muscle mass. So they encourage you to eat a lot of protein. I think my minimum was like 60 grams a day. I needed to hit that every day. But I feel like the more protein you have is the faster the weight fall off. That's just my opinion. And then after that, you go to regular food, but of course they want you to maintain the high protein, low carb. And for a while, you're just eating, or you go back to, you're eating healthy, because the food that you used to eat, or the food that you were eating before, the fried chicken, the I don't know, roast, like oxtail, curry goat, you can't eat that stuff anymore, because like your stomach is not used to spices. You have a brand new stomach. Like, you're basically starting over from when you were a baby. Oh, I want a cheat day. Like, I'm just tired of eating grass. Like, I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of that. Like, I just want to eat something. When you eat it, like, I think the first thing I had was like fries from McDonald's. And when I say it felt like, I don't know, like, it would feel like, it's called dumping syndrome. Or if I would have dessert, like, I could no longer do dessert. And I forgot what I had to, it wasn't my appendix. Was it my esophagus? What's happening? I ended up having to get bariatric surgery. It can lead to you getting gallstones if, I don't even know why. Like, I don't know why, but a percentage of people that have bariatric surgery, they end up losing their gallbladder, and I was a part of that percentage, and that's for later down the line. So anytime I would eat sweets, like, my stomach would literally burn me to the point where I would be in a ball, cramped up. And that probably started a year post-op. It was very random, but I never tried to eat sweet stuff before, but I know that that's how my body would react anytime I do. And they'd be like, I'm not eating anything. I'm not eating dessert. Like, I wouldn't do it. And then I would do it again 3 months later, and I would forget again, and I'll be balled up. So I brought it to my doctor's attention. I'm like, I just have this stomach pain. I went to urgent care. They're like, no, we don't see anything. They tested me. We don't see anything. Fast forward to 2024. So at this point, I am 2 years post-op. And the stomach pain was just getting uncontrollable. Like, if I would have a drink, like, if the juice wasn't sugar free, I could not have it. Ended up going to, like, I don't know what it was. I was like, hey, like, I ended up telling my boyfriend at the time, like, really need you to take me to the hospital. He's like, no, like, if your stomach is hurting that bad, yes, I need you to take me to the hospital. I could not even walk to the car. I had to carry me to the car. Like a little princess. No, so as we were like driving to the hospital, like, just progressing, it was getting worse. So we ended up going in the waiting area, and they had me waiting. I could not, it's like, your stomach is not hurting that bad, like, people are dying. I know, but it was, I could, like, when I say I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, my stomach was hurting so bad, like, I don't even know how to describe it. So they finally brought me to the back. They did testing. They did all types of stuff. They did a CT scan. They couldn't find anything, and they sent me home. And I want to say, I feel like it was a little earlier in the night, because they sent me home at, like, got home like at 4 a.m. And by 1 p.m. I'm like, no, you have to take me back to the hospital. Something is wrong with me. Like, I didn't have any sweets. I didn't have anything. So come to find out, my gallbladder was inflamed. Like, it was huge. And they said that if I didn't come in when I did, it would have been a lot worse. So that can happen. I don't know what led to it. I'd have to do my research on that and circle back to you guys. But that was a very traumatizing situation. And then 2025, I got down to 199 pounds, and I got to 198. And after that, like, I kind of, all right, like, I'm a little too skinny. Like, I'm getting asked the question. Like, you know the question, you ask me if I'm on that stuff. And I'm like, I just don't like this. So I'm like, I'm just gonna, like, start eating what I want. Okay, your stomach does stretch back out. So, like, a year and a half post-op, you'll be able to start eating normal again, or you'll be able to eat more than you did immediately after surgery. It's kind of like a small portion. They give you a card to bring to restaurants to say, like, per my doctor, or per the doctors, I am allowed to order a kid's meal because I had surgery. Like, they gave you a little card. It was a little embarrassing, but, like, the restaurants, they do really, like, too much. They'll be like, I'll be like, do a kid's steak. They're like, I don't see any kids at the table. And then I'd be like, gotta show them my card, because why are you doing all that? Like, why are you doing that? I didn't have to use it too much, but I did have to pull it out a few times. I think I still have it, and if I do, I'm gonna put a picture right here. Your diet does get back to normal. So, like, right now, I can, like, I don't know, like a Thanksgiving plate. Like, I'm a pick eater. So, like, you might have one plate and it might last you the entire day because you eat on it, or you might eat half for lunch and then half for dinner. And I mean, I don't know, like, if I get a 4-piece from Chick-fil-A, I'll be able to eat the fries, and then I'll be able to eat, like, tender and a half. And then I'll snack on the tenders for the remaining of the day. So now I really only need, like, one meal a day. That is what led me to get weight loss surgery, as well as, like, my process of getting it, how I went through with it, and my experience. And then lastly, so life after losing 115 pounds, people are a lot nicer. People are just more welcoming in general. I feel like I gained friends. Like, I'm more approachable. Like, people come up to me more. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. I could have done the same makeup routine at my biggest, and I was gonna say I wouldn't be told I was pretty. I was always told that I was pretty, but, like, now it's like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Like, I get a lot of attention the places that I go now compared to before. My number one, like, biggest accomplishment that I'm just also happy with, I could cross my legs with ease. Like, cross my legs, what are we talking about? Like, you're a little bigger, you gotta lift it with your hand and bring it over. No, I don't gotta do that no more. I just be sitting real pretty with my legs crossed. Like, I like that. That is just my non-scale victory that I completely love and adore. Then I started believing people's actions over words. So it's like, I don't know, like, my brain was foggy when I was looking, like, oh, they didn't mean like that. They didn't mean to say that. Like, now I don't know if I just became like privy to the bullshit, but yeah, no, mean what you say and say what you mean and believe them the first time. I really feel like that's it. Like, my message from this video is honestly, be who you want to be. If you want to lose weight, there's ways. If you feel like you've tried everything in your power, consider bariatric surgery. You have sleeve or you have bypass. Sleeve is where they make your stomach the size of a banana. Bypass is where they make your stomach the size of an egg. Bypass, you do lose more weight than you do with the getting sleeved. And you know, don't get discouraged, especially if you've already had the surgery and you're in your stalling era, or your weight is stalling. You're like, oh my gosh, like, I lost 10 pounds last week, but this week I'm only losing 2. Like, that's normal. Don't get discouraged. Stay positive. Body dysmorphia. Like, I still see myself as the old me. But we're gonna get into that another day. If you feel like you need somebody to talk to, DM me on Instagram. Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. Your situation could always be worse. Weight is not the end of the world. You can lose the weight. This is an option. And you could be and get exactly what you want out of this life as long as you are consistent and you're willing to take risks. So I took risk. I am going to unfold everything on my channel. I want to let you guys know about my cosmetic surgery journey and everything. But I think that's it for this video. So I do want to let you guys know to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. I love all the new subscribers. And ciao. Bye, guys.